this pot?
It's on. This is Lord Rick of the Paranormal Ghost Society. We're standing in a very relevant part of these barracks because we are surrounded by 4 buildings, and they're labeled. For example, it says on here the barracks. The officers was well, but for the enlisted man, the fort was isolated, a dreary frontier outpost. Despite conveniences not found at other posts, the hardships and low pay of $13 a month caused many men to desert this location. Trials of the deserters fill the court-martial records. For most, the sentence was a reduction in rank and pay, but for some it meant at least a month in the guardhouse. This at one time, let's see if I can get in a little close. You still running your EMF? Because I can run the EMF right now. I want to see if we can try to get something here. But we're definitely going to take EMF readings. We're going to take EVPs. And Tammy can walk up with me and show you guys how these were built. Because I'm going to show you how the barracks were built. They had a back door. This was the back door that I'm walking through. These were adobe ruins. Of course, when the fort was abandoned, one of the cattle ranchers in the area took a lot of these adobes apart and used them to build his own mansion, where he turned it into an inn and a rest stop. And some people might think that area is haunted, but this is the front door. And these doors had wood beams. If you look up, these are wood beams. You can see 2 wood beams going through the adobe, basically to hold up the material that was above. Because if it wasn't there, this would fall right on your head because adobe material crumbles. But this is just one of the many barracks in the area. And if you come on this side real quick, you'll see that it's very much like the other side, except this side's more intact. You have wood beams above the windows holding up the weight of the adobe above it. You have 2 windows looking out and a giant front door big enough for Sasquatch. But anyways, if you continue to follow me through this area, I'll take you across to another set of rooms, and then we're going to go ahead and try to do EVP session, or we'll go ahead and we'll try to get some photography. Sometimes that reveals some ghost photos. Here's a window on the side. These barracks at one time, they had a roof. They were sophisticated. This base cost millions of dollars to build. It was the most expensive military base that was built during that time period, which was 1859. It opened around 1860, 61 in that time, and they had much of the U.S. military who were Union soldiers come out here and live in these barracks and protect the Comstock lode in Virginia City, because Indian raids were happening. But also when the white band came here, the white band, they did terrible things to the Paiute people, and they retaliated. And some say it was well deserved, and that this is some kind of conspiracy where they're trying to cover up the slaughter of the Paiutes. And this fort, when the Indians went further to the Black Rock Desert, this fort was no longer needed. So we're going on in. This is one of the biggest structures here, and I'm going to show you guys how large it is. Caddy's behind the camera, and I'm running right now EMF. We don't seem to be getting a lot of activity, which might be true that maybe less men died than proposed. The U.S. Army bragged they killed hundreds of Paiutes. They could kill 160 and one of our guys died. I don't think so. I think that since we're not getting a lot of EMF right now, maybe many people didn't die. Maybe the fort's now haunted. Maybe it's just a cool historic site to investigate, to look around, to admire history at one of the oldest forts in the country, built by the Union Army, the U.S. Army of the United States of America. And we are standing on a piece of history right here. Check us out, www.paranormalghostsociety.org. Peace.